This video brought to you by the Bose Headset 10.
And by WX Weather.
Hi everyone, I'm Russ Niles, Editor-in-Chief of AVweb, here with my colleagues Paul Bertorelli, Editorial Director of AVweb and Editor of Aviation Consumer, Marc Cook, Editor of Kitplanes. Guys, we've got an exciting show coming up. Paul, what's on your to-do list for Oshkosh this year?
It's not even the first day, and I've got a full list on my notebook here. The big thing I expect to see here on the avionics front, Aviation is bringing out a new aftermarket PFD called the PFD 4000. They'll be introducing that today. Bendix King is announcing shipments of its Apex Edge series. Bendix King has a small portable they've introduced, and they've got a couple of EFBs, portable EFBs for both upper end GA market. But the real surprise is on the engine front. Lycoming has announced 3 projects: new electronic controls for the 540 series, a new LSA engine, an electronically controlled engine called the IO233. We expect to see that here. And also a new project to certify the experimental IO390.
Mark, you have some experience with the IO390. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's been a great engine so far. It's actually built up by Monty Barrett. It's in my Glasstar Sportsman Experimental. Of course, that engine started off as an experimental engine and now has been certified. 350 hours, and it's been good. I think it's going to be good in that market because it gives those airplanes a little extra oomph. You know, you've got 210 horsepower instead of a little under 200, and it should be pretty good. So, that's one of the things we'd like to see the experimental side give back to the certified side. But in other experimental news, we expect to see a lot of stuff having to do with glass cockpits. The EFIS has been a big deal for experimentals. We've had a lot of very capable, low-end or low-price units, and we just expect to see a lot more here. I haven't actually been through all the booths to see what we have so far. I am flying with Dynon's new autopilot at the moment, and that's a pretty exciting development from that standpoint. So I expect to see a lot of that on the experimental side. But really kind of the big talking point here has been changes to the 51% rule, or proposed changes to the guidance. The FAA has really kind of put out some new proposed rulemaking that is onerous for builders and potential builders. And tomorrow at 1 o'clock, on Monday at 1 o'clock, they'll have a big discussion about that in Pavilion 9, I believe it is. And I expect a lot of people to express their ire and indignation and concern about what the FAA has coming for us.
But the home-built market is hardly ever vocal about those things, Mark.
We try to keep to ourselves and keep under the radar. You're right, but it potentially it involves some of our rights to build airplanes the way we want to build them in ways that make sense from a safety standpoint. And I think builders ought to be a little cranky about it.
Okay, well, from my point of view, I'm looking forward to some jet news. We still don't have confirmation whether Cirrus is going to have their new jet here, and I really have to wonder what's going on with Piper and the Piper jet. There's been, since their first engine start, there's been no news at all, and the word that I get is that there's going to be some flights this week. Well, it would make sense that the flights take place here rather than in Florida. So, again, that's speculation on my part. Looking forward to finding out what the answers are. This is Russ Niles reporting for AVweb at AirVenture 2008 in Oshkosh.